Coming up on this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, we check in with the Tennessee Team Trail in their recent tournament on Watts Bar Lake, as well as we look at the TH Marine BFL event on Clarks Hill, and we look how a pair of Alabama anglers overcame challenges to win Angler of the Year status for their trail. Brian Thrift will be here with the Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight, and we'll hear from Strike King Pro Mark Rose as he tells us what he likes about the new Spinhead. Plus, we'll highlight the Costa FLW Series in our tournament highlights section. It's all straight ahead on this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show. Hey everyone, and thanks for watching. Up first on this week's show, we look in on the Tennessee Team Trail. Anglers in this fast-growing trail compete on the state's most beautiful lakes, including Cherokee, Douglas, and Chickamauga. Today's event takes place on Watts Bar Lake. Tournament director Matt McKee is on the water.
What we're doing, this is the fifth of our 5 regular season tournaments. We're out of Rockwood, Tom Fuller Park. A bunch of guys are catching well over 20 right now. So it should take 21, 22 pounds probably is what it'll take today. But it's a great lake, but like I said, a lot of guys are locking through to Chickamauga, so it can take 25, 26, 27 pounds. It's a really, really up and coming lake that's gotten a lot better. Grass started growing back a few years ago. A lot of water for everybody to fish. You got the river part, which is Kingston above, which is where a bunch of people are running. And then, like I said, you have the lower end, which goes down toward the dam. There's just a lot of water to fish on Watts Bar.
We caught 4 people probably in the first 20 casts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nothing wrong with that?
Oh no, I'd like 5 of them.
I understand. Hey, good luck, guys. First place, just like always in these tournaments, first place $5,000. It's a really good tournament trail. We've done well. We've averaged over 180 boats a tournament this year. This one we're at 174, I believe.
We got one pretty good fish, that's it.
Well, one's better than none.
Yeah. Yeah, we just need 4 instead of 5.
I understand. There you go. So you caught both of those, right?
Oh, yeah. I wish.
We lost a couple more like them where we caught them, they come off.
Really?
Jumped off.
As the teams came to the weigh-in stage, friends and family gathered to see how their anglers caught them. Weather conditions have been challenging for the anglers the past couple of weeks, and the fishing was slow today. But judging from some of the quality fish coming across the scales, some of the guys overcame those challenges.
Went deep, cranking a 6XD and 8XD. Got 3 real good key bites. Was up top around Rockwood. Went for the lower end, started dragging a little small worm out deep, trying to get some smallmouth. Finally got a small school fired up, and got about 4 in the boat. That's about our whole day. We caught about 7 keepers.
Well, we made the run down to Chickamauga today. We ran basically about a 150-mile round trip today. Caught a lot of fish, a lot of small fish, and we pulled in on one spot today and caught 4 big ones in 10 minutes. It's about how our day went.
Congratulations, Dale Pelfrey and Jonathan Bowling, for taking home $5,000 first place prize, as well as first place Ranger Triton Stratus contingency money of another $1,000. They will also get 7,000 Triton Gold for a total of $13,000 in cash. Not bad for a day on the water. Stay up to date with all the trails and tournaments all year long just by clicking the Tournaments tab at anglerschannel.com. Coming up, Strike King Pro Mark Rose talks about one of his favorite baits, and later in the show we highlight the Costa FLW Series and the Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight. That and much, much more right after this.
The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, sponsored by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time, by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures, and by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter.
I'm freezing.
Well, I told you to bring a warmer jacket.
When?
Every day since you could walk. Now I just say it with my eyes, like...
Folks, Park Ranger Mark.
Sup, bro? Hey, Forest Cop.
You're taking up a lot of space. I'm gonna need you to move a vehicle.
Todd, load the four-wheeler into the truck.
That's like bundling, because Progressive can bundle your boat, ATV, and RV with your truck to save you money. Don't talk to her. She has rabies.
Rabies was created by the government. Look it up. Who are you people?
Yay, Grandpa's still alive.
I don't want to buy any cookies, little girl.
From bass and walleye to crappie and the great outdoors, no one has ever built aluminum boats like these from Ranger. They're packed with standard features. The ride is super smooth, they're whisper quiet and incredibly stable. Check out the difference in quality, performance, and room in a Ranger aluminum design. America's fastest growing aluminum line. No matter what you're after on the water, these rigs are engineered to excel and priced to be yours.
Every time we go fishing, you know we got to tie one on.
In all honesty, when do I not tie one on? Every time I go in the water, I love to tie one on. Every day of the week, I like to tie one on.
You may not know this about me, but every once in a while, I've been known to tie one on.
Come on, man. Join the Strike King team. All you got to do, tie one on.
I think I always tie one on.
It's about bass fishing and bass fishing tournaments. From the grassroots weekend angler to the pro-am and professional events, it's all on AnglersChannel.com. Anglers Channel is your source for tournament news and results from across the country. Gear and equipment reviews, lake guides, pro tips, product highlights, and more. AnglersChannel.com. Find out the latest patterns and strategies that are working on your home lake and across the country. Bookmark AnglersChannel.com and be connected to the source for all things bass.
Good fishing requires focus. If you're worried about all the things that can go wrong, you're distracted, and your performance will show it. Sign & Glide is a much improved version of the on-water towing coverage that most boat insurance companies offer, and it came from the direct feedback and insights of progressive boaters like you and me. The previous on-water towing coverage was essentially a reimbursement coverage, which means boaters were responsible for finding a tow operator, paying the operator out of pocket, and then requesting reimbursement from Progressive. Sign & Glide now offers expanded assistance while on the water for only $30 to $50 per year. The new coverage goes far beyond just towing needs to also include jump starts, fuel delivery, and soft ungroundings if your boat becomes disabled on the water. The best part is Progressive arranges for the tow and usually pays the tow operator directly, so you typically pay nothing out of pocket.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Strike King Pro Mark Rose is getting ready to showcase one of his favorite baits from Strike King.
Hey guys, another bait that Strike King has recently come out with is the Spinhead. One thing I really like about this bait is that it's so versatile and I can fish it throughout the entire water column. It comes in 3/8, half, and 3/4 ounce sizes. Now the 3/4 ounce, I really like offshore ledge fishing. There's times whenever, you know, we're doing that deep ledge fishing, shadowlicious swim bait fishing. Well, it has a tail thump to it. There's a lot of times whenever fish just don't want that tail thump. They want something coming through the water a lot more natural. Well, that's where the this new Spinhead really comes in handy. We've got some great baits that I like to throw on it. This one is a blade minnow. Again, no tail thump. It's just a streamline up in the water column. Fish are looking up, see a school of fish go by. It's got a blade on it. Man, I love that profile right there. That's down there deep. Look at that tail. It just kind of goes down through there and shimmies, just like a shad would. It's so versatile. You can put any swim bait on there, any shad type bait on there. That thing is just killer. Again, it comes in the smaller sizes. This is a 3/4 ounce. I've also got a 1/2 ounce somewhere up here, but 3/8, 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce size. Man, it's just killer. Drop a little bit of super glue on it. And then you can go one step further and add your own custom flare and have a guy tie you a deer hair to it, and it gives you an even more streamlined custom. Man, there's nothing like that old deer hair on a spin head. So check them out. Spin heads, they're versatile. Use all types of plastics. Play around with your own custom tying job to it as well.
This spring, the TH Marine BFL South Carolina Division held a tournament on Clarks Hill Lake in Georgia. Also known as Thurman Lake, another thing this lake is known for among anglers is the blueback herring. We spoke with some of these anglers as they were heading to the weigh-in.
Today was a herring bite. Fishing a lot of points. Finally found one point that had some fish on it. We sat on it and got a limit. And then we went and fished some other areas so my co-angler could catch him a limit. And we both got our limits. I got a decent limit. He's got a small limit.
Yeah, I had a good day. I had a great partner today to show me around the lake. Not real familiar with this type of fishing with the herring bite, so he did a good job of teaching me that.
His 5 is worth 15 pounds and 5 ounces, 15.5. You're definitely the tournament leader. Ryan Frisch with the 5 best limit on the co-angler side to get us started. His 5 are 6 pounds and 10 ounces, 6'10". You are the leader on the co-angler side. How about that?
As the anglers made their way to the stage, we witnessed many 12 to 15 pound bags with big fish staying just shy of the 5 pound mark. That was until Loganville, Georgia's Zachary Bennett took the stage.
17 pounds and 8 ounces, 17.8. He is leading the tournament with 17.8. We're looking for a 5 pounder to get the lead on the boater side of Big Bass. That one's going to be close. You got it. 5 pounds and 1 ounce, Nita. 5-1.
It was a relatively slow day compared to last weekend. I had 19.5 last weekend on top water. And today I couldn't get anything to hit top water at all, and had to slow down and fish a drop shot.
Co-angler Brandon Jeffcoat took over the lead for co-angler with this nice 5 fish limit.
Good sack of fish, looks like. How much you got?
15.
15 pounds will put you in the lead. How'd that be?
That'd be great.
What'd you catch them on?
Top water and Carolina rig.
All day long? You want to know what they weigh, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Good guess. Better let me weigh them for you, though. 16 pounds and 3 ounces, 16.3. New leader on the co-angler side.
But it was Chris Marshall who brought in the winning weight of 18 pounds, 3 ounces.
Pretty much the herring bite's going on down here, and that's all I've done all day was just run around, fish main lake points, secondary points, stuff shallow with top water.
Chris took home over $6,000, including Ranger Cup money. Congratulations, Chris. There's still a lot more to come on this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show. Anglers Channel's Chris Brown is up next with his Anglers Channel Insider segment. Plus, Sportsman's Warehouse pro Brian Thrift shows us a bait that has brought him success in this week's Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight. Stay with us.
The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Stratos Boats, by Costa Sunglasses, and by AnglersChannel.com. Stay with us. There's plenty more straight ahead.
Dale? Dale? Oh, hey, Rob. What's with the minivan? That's not mine. I don't...
Dale, honey, is your tummy still hurting, or are you feeling better to ride in the front seat? Oh, is this one of your motorcycling friends?
Hey, chin up there, Dale. Lots of bikers also drive cars. In fact, you can save big if you bundle them both with Progressive.
I'd like that.
Great. Woo, you've got soft hands.
He uses my moisturizer.
See you, Dale. Bye, Rob.
Well, they tell me that I just made history. I was blessed to win 2 tournaments back-to-back on the FLW Tour, something that's never been done before in its 20-year existence. A lot of the baits that I used to win these 2 tournaments were right out of the package, no custom design. The same package that you can get at your local tackle store. You know, if an old country boy like me can do it, you can too. Get you a sack full of Strike King lures. Make your own history.
From the dedicated, passionate anglers at G. Loomis, we bring you E6X. We know fishing and know how to make high-performance rods. Each E6X blank features multi-taper technology and action-matched high-grade cork handles, providing perfect balance and sensitivity. E6X belongs in your hand. Feel connected. For more information, visit gloomis.com.
From bass and walleye to crappie and the great outdoors, no one has ever built aluminum boats like these from Ranger. They're packed with standard features. The ride is super smooth, they're whisper quiet and incredibly stable. Check out the difference in quality, performance, and room in a Ranger aluminum design. America's fastest growing aluminum line. No matter what you're after on the water, these rigs are engineered to excel and priced to be yours.
When it comes to bass fishing, there is one site you can count on for tournaments, gear, forecasting, anything and everything you need when it comes to tournament bass fishing, and that's anglerschannel.com. And speaking of anglerschannel.com, here's Anglers Channel's Chris Brown.
Hey guys, Chris Brown back with this week's Anglers Channel Insider, and today I'm taking a look at the Tournaments tab at anglerschannel.com, and here we are, early part of November, and there's still quite a bit happening across the country in tournaments, so check them out, anglerschannel.com, click on the Tournaments tab to see what's going on in your neck of the woods this winter. Also, this is a great place to start your research now for 2018. So if you've got a tournament trail you're going to sign up for, or one you're thinking about signing up for, this is a great place to do some research. You can pull up the lakes tab, you can click on the lakes, you get a Navionics topo map of the lake, you get results and all the details from those tournaments on those lakes to help you decide what you want to fish. And then once you decide what you're going to fish, then you can start doing your research and really start honing down and make you a better fisherman for 2018. Now with the holidays right around the corner, one thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to sportsmanswarehouse.com and I'm going to create my very own Christmas wish list. Something I do every year. I go in, I check out the new tackle boxes, rods, reels, fishing line, anything that I may need to resupply me for 2018 and fill up that Ranger boat, I'm going to add to this wish list. And the cool part is, I'm going to email it to my wife, my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousins, heck, anybody that may be giving you a Christmas gift this year. Fire on this wish list, and that lets them know what you're looking for and what you would love to receive for Christmas this year. So you guys check it out, sportsmanswarehouse.com. Check us out at anglerschannel.com. And thanks for watching the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show.
America's premier outfitter, Sportsman's Warehouse, should be your first stop when it comes to the latest gear for the serious bass angler. That's why we are proud to bring you the Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight, featuring the latest gear for your tackle box. Here's Angler of the Year and Sportsman's Warehouse Pro Staffer Brian Thrift.
This week's Sportsman's Warehouse Product Spotlight is the Damiki 4-inch anchovy shad. This is a bait I've made a lot of money with in my career the last couple years since it came out. I got a win last fall at Lake Norman throwing this exact bait in this exact color. What I like to do with it, I put it on an 1/8 to a 3/16 ounce jig head, put it on some 10 to 8 pound P-line fluorocarbon line, a 7-foot Fitzgerald Rods medium heavy stunner, and that's the perfect setup for catching big fish on light line with a bait caster. I can slow roll this thing over top of brush, over top of cane piles. Anytime I find bait fish suspended in a creek channel, this is my go-to bait, the 4-inch Damiki anchovy shad. You can find these at your local Sportsman's Warehouse or at sportsmanswarehouse.com.
Costa Del Mar is a leader in sunglasses, and Costa Del Mar sunglasses are engineered and tailored for the tournament bass angler. Each week we highlight a trail, and this week we'd like to highlight the Costa FLW Series. The Costa FLW Series consists of 3 events in each of the 5 divisions: Central, Northern, Southeastern, Southwestern, and Western, along with the no-entry fee Costa FLW Series Championship held this year at Kentucky Lake. You'll see highlights from that in upcoming shows. The top 40 pros and co-anglers from each division of the prior season's FLW Series and top 45 boaters and co-anglers from each division of the BFL, plus the winner of each 2017 BFL tournament, are qualified to participate. The top pro and co-angler from the point standings in each U.S. division win the Angler of the Year and Co-Angler of the Year titles, respectively, for that division. Costa the leader in high-quality, durable sunglasses made for the outdoors enthusiast, still manufactured in Florida, and the FLW, the premier tournament fishing organization, is dedicated to providing opportunities to anglers of all skill levels. See all the information on the Costa FLW series, including next year's schedule, by logging on to anglerschannel.com. Up next after the break, we're going to visit with the Alabama Bass Trail and see what it takes to become Angler of the Year in one of the top trails in the country.
This portion of the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show is brought to you by Navionics, by Carhartt Outdoor Wear, and by TH Marine.
The state of Alabama is no doubt a bass angler's paradise. With diverse bodies of water like Lake Guntersville in the north to Lake Eufaula in the south, Alabama can test an angler's knowledge and ability like no other. The Alabama Bass Trail consists of 2 divisions, a North Division and a South Division. Each division holds 5 tournaments apiece, and the team leading in points at the end of the season in each division gets the honor of being named Angler of the Year, along with a $5,000 bonus and entry fees paid for the next year. Today we're going to focus on the North Division and give you a quick look at how Mitch Mitchell and Candler McCollum had to adjust not only to the different lakes on the trail, but to some crazy conditions throughout the trail. The first stop of the season was Wheeler Lake. Practice was bluebird skies and daytime temperatures in the 80s. Overnight, anglers faced a 25-degree temperature drop and a 10-mile-an-hour wind change. With morning temps in the low 50s, dropping throughout the day, winter was still hanging around at Wheeler Lake.
We've got a pretty good bag, and I lost again on our bet. So our lead right now, 20.09. The first time here, 30.59. Holy smokes. Your winners at Wheeler Lake, ladies and gentlemen. Have a warm round of applause for them with a weight of 30.59 pounds, Mitch Mitchell and Candler McCollum. They will also be taking the big bass prize, an extra $500 for a 9.47 pound bass, almost 9.5 pounds for the biggin.
The second stop at Pickwick brought them a 26th place finish, 38 degrees and a little wind, but they still managed 17.65 pounds, and it looked like they were heading in the wrong direction by the third stop at Lewis Smith when they finished 34th. But they proved unstoppable at the fourth event on Neely Henry, winning that event by just about half a pound, regaining their points lead, having to change strategy with rain in the forecast and changing conditions throughout the day.
How about it? Mitchell McCollum. They do it again. The first guys to do it in the North. Taking 2 event wins in one season. That's pretty incredible, and they do it on tough fishing conditions at both lakes.
You know, if Wheeler says anything about this team, it says that they can figure out tough conditions. They did it at Wheeler, and they did it again here at Neely Henry. I mean, you got hats off to these guys. They searched around, had a little bit of a late boat number, today. So I think that late boat number maybe helped them just a little bit, but hats off to these guys.
Candler and Mitch followed that up, showing off on Lake Guntersville, starting the day with a double.
That's how you start, with a little double.
18.43, 18.43. You guys hold a few up for pictures. That's going to be a solid limit. I'm going to guess that's shoe-in, wouldn't you think, Money?
Gerald, these guys are 2-time Alabama Bass Trail North Division winners this year.
Already this year, and they're leading the points?
They are leading the points.
And is this not rumored that you guys had double-doubles on the first cast this morning? Yeah, y'all see that? Yeah, we did. Double-doubles. How about that? Leading the points in the ABT. Had a solid limit of fish. Looks like it's a great way to try to sew up the point championship.
It was crazy the way it came together this year. We had an amazing year.
And y'all had almost 31 pounds at Lake Wheeler.
Yeah, on Wheeler with 3 smallmouth and a spot.
And then y'all stayed consistent, won Neely Henry. If you had to put in a few words what the season was to you guys, what do you think you guys did different or did right this year that a lot of other guys didn't?
I would say confidence. At the beginning of the year, we saw the schedule, and we kind of said that this is our year. So we kind of rolled with that all year, and we knew we were going to catch them.
And who said fishing was easy? Congratulations to Mitch and Candler on their great day on the water. For news and information on the Alabama Bass Trail, as well as tournament trails across the country, just go to the tournaments page on anglerschannel.com. That wraps up this week's Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show. As always, we appreciate you watching. Be safe on the water. We'll see you next week.